Hello student, in last lecture we have started the solid state. So today I am going to start a new point of this chapter, that is relationship between molar mass, density of a substance and age length of unit cell. Okay, now A is the age length of a unit cell. This is the unit cell, this is the unit cell, and this is the age length. This is the age length. This age length is A. This is the age length of unit cell. A is the age length of unit cell. So that the volume of a unit cell is A cube. Volume of unit cell is the A cube. Okay. Now suppose M is the mass of a one constituent particle. This is the constituent particle. This is the constituent particle. The mass of constituent particle is M. That is, M is the mass of one constituent particle and N is the constituent particle per unit cell. N is the constituent particle per unit cell. Per unit cell. This is the number of constituent particle and this is denoted by small n. N is the constituent particle per unit cell. Okay. Now next. So, or therefore, the mass of unit cell is the M into N, represent as equation number 1. Okay. Now mass of unit cell is the or is equal to M into N, equation number 1. A density of a unit cell is given by equation. The density of a unit cell is given by equation density is equal to mass of a unit cell divided by volume of unit cell. The mass of unit cell is the M into N, that is M into N, and the volume of unit cell is the A cube. A cube. This is the equation number 2. This is the equation number 2. Okay. The density is given by is equal to density is equal to mass of a unit cell divided by volume of unit cell. Mass of unit cell is M into N. M into N, and volume of unit cell is A cube. A cube. Okay. Now capital M is the molar mass of a substance or particle. This is the constant particle or substance. Okay. Now capital M is the molar mass of the substance or particles. Okay. Now, which is given by equation, the molar mass of a substance or particle is given by equation, molar mass, that is capital M, is equal to mass of a one constituent particle, mass of one constituent particle into number of particle per mole, number of particle per mole. Okay. Now capital M, that is molar mass, is equal to M into Na. M means mass of one constituent particle and Na is the Avogadro's number. Na is the Avogadro's number. Therefore, molar mass, that is capital M, is equal to mass, that is small m, into Na, that is Avogadro's number. Rearrange this equation. We get M, that is small m, that is mass of constant particle, is equal to molar mass of constant particle divided by Avogadro's number, that is Na. This is the equation number 3. Okay. Then combine the equation number 2 and 3. This equation number 2 and equation number 3. Combine these two equations, we get density of a unit cell. We get new equation, that is density is equal to N capital M, that is molar mass, divided by A cube, volume of unit cell, into Na, that is Avogadro's number. By knowing the any 4 parameter of this equation, we can calculate the 5th parameter by using this equation. Okay. Okay. The next point is the packing efficiency. Packing efficiency definition. Okay. Now packing efficiency is the fraction or percentage of a total space occupied by the constant particle in a unit cell of crystal lattice. Okay. Now this is the unit cell of crystal lattice. In this unit cell, this constant particle occupied this space. So total space of unit cell. This is the total space of unit cell. This is the total space of unit cell. Out of this space, the constant particle occupied this portion, this space. Constant particle occupied this space, and this is called as packing efficiency. That is, the packing efficiency is equal to volume occupied by the constant particle in a unit cell of a crystal lattice divided by total volume of a unit cell into 100 is called as packing efficiency. The packing efficiency is the fraction or percentage of a total space occupied by the constant particle in a unit cell of crystal lattice is called as packing efficiency. The packing efficiency is given by formula. Packing efficiency is equal to volume occupied by the constant particle in a unit cell of a crystal lattice divided by total volume of unit cell into 100. Okay. Now next point is the packing efficiency of a metal crystal in a simple cubic lattice. All of you know the simple cubic lattice. In a simple cubic lattice, all constant particles present at the corner of unit cell. All constant particles are present at the corner of unit cell. Okay. Now packing efficiency of a metal crystal in a simple cubic lattice. Okay. Now consider R is the radius of constant particle. This is the radius. This is the constant particle, and this is the radius. This is the radius of constant particle. This is also constant particle, and this is the radius of a constant particle. That is, R is the radius of constant particle, and A is the edge length of unit cell. This is the edge length. This is the edge length, and this edge length is denoted by small a. Small a. That is, A is the edge length of unit cell. Therefore, A is equal to R. Let's see here. This is 1 R, second R. That is, A is equal to 2R. Or rearrange this equation. R is equal to A upon 2. A upon 2. Okay. Now the total volume of a unit cell is A cube. Length A, and length A. That is A into A. That is A cube. That is, the total volume of a unit cell is A cube. Okay. Now, therefore, a volume of a one constant particle or sphere. Constant particle is nothing but the sphere. Okay. All of you know the volume of sphere is 4 upon 3 pi r cube. Now put the value of r in this equation. Put the value of r in this equation. We get the volume of one constant particle or sphere is equal to 4 upon 3 pi into A upon 2. A upon 2, value of r, A upon 2 raised to 3. Solve this equation, we get pi A cube upon 6. Pi A cube upon 6. Okay. Okay. Now, one unit cell of a simple cubic. One unit cell of a simple cubic lattice contain one constant particle. One constant particle. Okay. Now, one unit cell of a simple cubic lattice contain one constant particle. Therefore, a volume occupied by the one constant particle of a simple cubic is pi A cube upon 6. Okay. Therefore, volume occupied by the one constant particle of a simple cubic lattice is pi A cube upon 6. Okay. Therefore, the packing efficiency is volume occupied by the one constituent particle in a simple cubic divided by total volume of a unit cell into 100. Okay. Now, volume occupied by the one constituent particle in a unit cell of a simple cubic is pi a cube upon 6. Put this value in this equation here. Okay. Divided by total volume of unit cell. Total volume of unit cell, that is a cube. Put this value in this equation into 100. Solve this equation, we get new equation pi upon 6 into 100. We know that the value of the pi, that is 3.14 into 100 divided by 6. Solve this equation, we get the value, that is 52.36%. Hence in a simple cubic, the constituent particle occupied 52.36% space. That is, the packing efficiency in a simple cubic lattice is 52.36%, and the remaining space, that is 47.64%, is unoccupied or empty space, which is called as voids. Okay. The next point of packing efficiency is the packing efficiency of a metal crystal in a BCC lattice. All of you know the BCC lattice. In BCC, all constituent particles are present at the corner of unit cell, as well as one constituent particle are present at the center of body. Okay. Now, second point is the packing efficiency of a metal crystal in a BCC lattice. Okay. Now, in this diagram, in a triangle FED is FD square is equal to FE square plus ED square. Okay. Therefore, FD square is equal to A square plus A square is equal to 2A square. Therefore, FD square is equal to A square plus A square is equal to 2A square. Okay. Now, here FE square, FE is nothing but A, that is A square, plus ED is nothing but A, that is A square. A square plus A square, that is 2A square. Okay. Now, similarly, in a triangle AFD AF square is equal to AD square plus FD square. Okay. AD is nothing but nothing but A, that is A square. Okay. Plus FD square. Okay. Now, the value of FD square is 2A square. Put this value in this equation. We get AF square is equal to A square plus 2A square. Okay. Therefore, AF square is equal to 3A square. A square plus 2A square, that is 3A square, or AF is equal to under root 3 into A. Okay. Now, in this diagram, AF is equal to 4R. This is the first radius. This is the second radius. This is the third radius, and this is the fourth radius. AF is equal to 4R. Okay. Put the value of AF, that is 4R, in this equation. We get 4R is equal to under root 3 into A, or rearrange this equation. This is the value of R. The value of R is under root 3 divided by 4 into A. Okay. Now, next, The volume of one constituent particle or sphere is 4 upon 3 pi r cube. The volume of one constituent particle or sphere is equal to 4 upon 3 pi r cube. Okay. Now put the value of this r in this equation. Put the value of r in this equation. We get the volume of a constant particle or sphere is equal to 4 upon 3 pi into under root 3 upon 4 into a raised to 3. Solve this equation. We get the volume of a one constant particle or sphere is equal to under root 3 into pi into a cube divided by 16. Okay, the volume of one constant particle or sphere is equal to under root 3 pi a cube divided by 16. Okay. Now one unit cell of a BCC lattice contain two constant particle, which is studied in last lecture. Okay. Now one unit cell of a BCC body center cubic lattice contain two constituent particle. Therefore volume occupied by the two constituent particle of a unit cell of a BCC lattice is equal to 2 into under root 3 into pi into a cube upon 16. Solve this equation. We get the volume occupied by the two constituent particle of a unit cell of a BCC lattice is equal to under root 3 into pi into a cube upon 8. Okay. Now therefore the packing efficiency in a BCC, is equal to volume occupied by the two constant particle in a unit cell of a BCC divided by total volume of unit cell into 100. Okay. Now the volume occupied by the two constant particle in a unit cell of a BCC, put this value in this equation, that is under root 3 into pi into a cube divided by 8, and total value of a unit cell is a cube into 100. Solve this equation. We get 68%. Hence in a BCC the constant particle occupied 68% space. That is the packing efficiency in a BCC lattice is 68%, and the remaining space, that is 32%, is unoccupied or empty space, which is called as voids. Okay.